Slumped in the blood-soaked grass, I sat with her head upon my knees. That velvet muzzle had breathed its last, those gentle eyes had turned to glass, and I fondled the ears that would never cast again for beast or me. The track in the scrub clear marked the path of the bull that had gored her flanks. He'd ripped her guts in a lonely creek. She stood her ground with a mortal shriek, then carried me clear on her dying feet, my falling tears her only thanks. How I cried for that bold mare with the gamest eye and a heart that passed the test. No finer horse was ever astride the ragged heights of the Great Divide. No finer friend had ever died 'neath the brow of the mountain's crest. Oh, the blade of anguish twisted deep at the stroke of that last caress. Then a serpent stirred within my soul as anger rose to take control, and vengeance was my only goal, my sights on cruel redress. And the rogue that tore my beauty's flesh was mine for black revenge. I tracked him through the fading light beyond the lonely moonlit light, and cornered for the final fight, to death avenge. A mindless, killing lust took hold, and I screamed with every breath. He must have known he couldn't win, for his mortal bawling raised a din, and he fell to me as she fell to him, but his was the slower death. And when at last that madness ceased to shake me like a leaf beyond a brooding distant hill, my little mare lay lifeless still, and I stared with numbness at the kill that hadn't eased my grief. And I mourned the little mare with the gamest eye and the heart that passed the test. No finer horse was ever astride the Great Divide, and no dearer friend had ever died.